Was I talking about? Sculpting a building out of oaks. And whether other trees are willing to be part of that. Sounds like a great idea. I think really the goal should be to, at first, get up one floor, sculpt it out, right? Flatten it out. Make rooms, living rooms. And then close those oaks back in, guide them back in for a roof. And each one of those trunks becomes a beam to weave together so that you have this roof connected to your building. And it's thick. You let it grow for as long as you have to, you know, because later on you're going to put beams across that, or maybe you'll even be taking branches up on your roof and grafting them into each other or putting them over each other, letting them grow, making a lattice work roof of oak, all connected to the frame of your building. So then you put in flooring for your first floor. Going up one floor would be ambitious enough at this point, although we have a very slow feedback loop on this kind of shit. And so I see nothing wrong with planting something and deciding later that you might push it to 3 floors. And imagine if you put a bunch of these near each other. So you had a very complex lattice work of oak going on. As close as framing in a wood frame building is, these oaks should be. And even if you have to water and fertilize them, that might be worth it. And you could always toss some other trees in there, like you could toss in cedar. You could put things around it that are going to become hedges and do other things. You could have a whole landscape designed around it. But this growing of a whole building thing would be so difficult. It sounds so difficult. Or it would be super easy. It just requires a lot of patience. And that's what we need to learn to have, is patience. If we can have living systems do all the work for us, and we can think hundreds of years ahead of time, I should be growing roofs right now. Even if I end up putting tile on them later, or even if I just put a bunch of branches up there and have wildlife in it, living there, and a little bit of shade underneath it, even if it's a living roof, you know? There should absolutely be no shortage of bird nesting areas. I mean, I've talked a lot about increasing the amount of water available, but a lot of the pines really don't have that much habitat. The woodpeckers use them, and that's cool, but they only use the dead ones, and I don't leave a lot of dead ones up. Sometimes I do. I just found a tree the other day. It was filled with woodpecker holes. But really I should have a whole area with water for woodpeckers, and make sure I always have a snag, or more than one. Really, I mean, I should grow some areas just to keep growing them in rotation for pines, and have like a woodpecker grove that has various ages and always has, the goal is dead trees. The goal is dead trees you don't want. And to put that in a spot where if they fall over, which they will, nobody gets hurt and nothing gets squished. So it has to be placed properly because it's a hazard. But otherwise, where the fuck are the woodpeckers going to live? And even after the woodpeckers, sometimes other birds will move into a former woodpecker hole. And so basically woodpeckers are easy, cheap workers of the forest who make cool holes in trees. And all they need you to give them is a dead tree, or preferably quite a few, because I would like to have more woodpeckers. They eat bugs, I guess. I don't know what they eat. They're not a bad bird. I'm used to them. I grew up with a different kind, so they're different here. But whatever, same basic idea. And I'm growing a bunch of pines right over here, which the plan is to let those get really big and old. And that's also a windbreak. So every tree that's here has been selected to keep living. And if I keep doing that really well, then I'm going to be able to squeeze people into this space, have them be comfortable and well served by the forest as they serve it themselves. A mutually beneficial environment for humans to be in a forest. And that's going to require me to have rules about it, which I already do. It's going to determine like how we deal with domesticated animals. A lot of stuff gets affected by that. I feel beat up and tired. I think that's because I've been pretty active lately, which is really great. What a great way to feel. I'm kind of hungry, but I'm too lazy to get food. That sucks. What a fucking lazy dude. All right. Do I check in real quick? I do. I run the generator real quick. Generators suck, but that's what I got at the moment. It's working great, but it's stupid and bad and wrong. I should have a good solar power system here. I found a company in US, I forgot their name already, but they do whole kits where they sell you all the wiring for it, all the parts for it, everything but the batteries, which that's my biggest problem. Is all these components have to work together. And I think that most solar technicians are trying to sell you their services, and they're probably right. But I feel like it should just come as a package, and that one of my friends who's local who cares better than I do, I could just pay him and he'll put it together. Or sell me the fucking kit of all the shit that fits together, all the cables I need to do it. All right, what's going on? Okay, cool. Oh, man. Hungry. Fuck food. I have apples. I'll eat apple. Apple's good. Shit. All right. You gotta be charging the things you think you're charging, or you're not charging them. If you're not charging them, then you'll be very sad that your device doesn't work. Living with low electricity can actually be fairly difficult until you get used to it. And even then, it's really easy to forget stuff. And that's one of the reasons I need to design systems that make it so it's really easy for people to use it. I want to, every night where anyone sleeps, I want to have a secure nightstand next to them that they can put a lock on if they have to. Maybe a locker next to their fucking bed. I don't care. I just want to serve people here what they need. And so people can locker their shit up. I was at a hostel where you could do that. It had little lockers. And I'd have to look at brands and what's made near me and stuff like that. But that'd be awesome. People that come here with cars sort of have a locker. It's not totally perfect. They've got a trunk and stuff. Norma. Huh. Alright, here we go. A bunch of videos went up. This one went up. Now, what's going to be the problem? I'll make this public. Public. Do this. Do save. Okay. Copy the link immediately. It's been up for a while. Earlier when I asked AI to summarize this for me, it refused to, which annoyed me. I'll get you to do what I want, because it's my AI slave. I'll go over there right now. I'm not going to say which one I'm using. I don't know if I even like it. Oh. Duh. Alright, so we're asking AI to summarize this video, and it has done it. And what we've learned here is that AI, it is actually on the YouTube side. YouTube probably takes its time because it has many computers and many videos to work with to make the summary transcript of it, to make the transcript. Once they transcribe it, that's probably what AI is using to summarize it. Okay. I'll ask it, what are some better titles for this video? Developing off-grid land, comfort stations, van life, and sustainable living. Sure, why not? Sounds good. AI is so helpful. Okay, that's published. I'm almost done publishing these really long rants about land use, and they're long, and they're just me walking around looking at places. And I think I should be able to geotag those. I think that if I had poles up and I geotagged part of it, and I had buildings in any video, you could easily then place the whole video in space in a 3D environment. So you could actually watch me walking around and see what I see. I think it'd be very educational. And now that I'm about to get a drone map, I will actually be able to have people walk around in elevation. That could actually be translated into some games, some kind. Alright, so I uploaded that. What is not uploaded? 4B is a draft. This was 4B. Let's take a look. It was 303. Fuck. I have so many files to deal with that I'm confused by them. Apparently I completed the task of uploading everything. At some point I thought that. I don't know if it's really true. I no longer give a shit. I'm just going to make shit public as I go along. I don't know, I might have missed something. Shit, that sucks. 404, 304. That's 303. Fuck. I have to go look at what I had. I'd actually look for shit and find it. That's very annoying. I have to look on a hard drive. How's that possible? That's on here twice. Okay. What does that mean? Here we go. 204, 302, 303, 304. I think I got them all. There's only one left, if I'm right. Okay. Fuck. I think I wasted disk space by making 2 copies of something. Not that worried about it. It's better than losing data. But I do need a data collection system that's absolutely rock solid. Yeah, I think I'm right that I got them all. So that's good. And now I've got these massive amount of drone day videos to do. Drone day is very exciting. There's this lady that can clean my house, and she says she wants to get work every one day of the week. It would not be that expensive to have a much better life here and have some basic things get cleaned up and make some progress on cleaning this place up. To do that, I'll have to raise money to pay for it. That's the only way to do it. All the cool stuff I want to do is limited by stuff that costs money I don't got. And people have gotten me by with some great donations. I'm very impressed. I've recently made some advances in things. I got the drone mapping done. Oddly enough, I mean, it seems nuts that I would choose that, but I just feel like it's more important than like most things. It's understanding the land really much better. And how am I going to treat the land good if I can't do that?